So saw an article in the Accountancy Age, and it said the top 10 AI accounting tools every business needs in 2025. So before I display this table, Blake, what kind of things do you expect to see on this table if it's the top 10 AI accounting tools?
Top 10 AI accounting, tax research maybe would be one, like a tax research tool. I would, I expect to see like the chatbots like ChatGPT and Claude and Perplexity.
Or maybe like
I
all the hot new accounting AI agent startups that are happening, the Basis and even Potkeeper, all
oh
these ones that are out there. Maybe you'd want to
yeah,
see
yeah.
those in the
I mean,
list. Okay.
if this is for like a general business audience, then yeah.
So let me open this up for you. I'll add this to the stage. And here's the table. The 10 best AI tools to know in 2025 for businesses to know. It's just a list of GLs, basically. It's QuickBooks, Zoho, Xero,
Is
Vic
this
AI,
sponsored
which
content?
this I couldn't figure out. It might be.
It's on Accountancy Age. They don't tend to do that much of that. I mean,
I'm
they
not
usually.
positive it's sponsored content or not.
Okay.
But it's a lot of the AI that's already in the GLs they're talking about. Even FreshBooks is on their NetSuite. So there are a couple apps, like Vic AI is on here, which uses AI to scan bills and those types of things. And then Trillion's on here, which will scan your lease contracts and all of that. But in general, I was shocked to see an article with that title and just see a bunch of GLs. Like where are, like you said, where's DeepSeek? Where's ChatGPT? Like how are the basic, even just Claude to do your emails, right?
Yeah.
These just
Well,
don't
and
exist. You're right. Maybe this is a paid article. Maybe
it
let
kind
me
of
see the
annoys
bottom
me
of
that
it.
I don't know that whoever did this does not know what they're talking about. I'm sorry, but because the AI tools that are built into these GLs are really mediocre right now. I don't know. Maybe our listeners have had a different experience, but like I am not impressed. And Xero is on this list, so I'm going to go ahead and rant a little bit about Xero. I'm going to complain as a Xero user because Xero just unveiled their new tagline. They've changed their tagline from beautiful accounting software to your business supercharged, which I guess means that they're going to use AI to like supercharge businesses. But when I go into Xero and I reconcile, it's still the same flow that I have experienced for like 10 years now, more than 10 years. It has not really meaningfully changed. And they could be using AI to automate the categorization of all the transactions. And it sucks. It's terrible. Whatever they did was with machine learning a while ago, and it does not get it right. Like bank statement line comes in. This is something that if I gave it to ChatGPT, even like the mini model, like the cheapest model with like a GL sample, and I just gave it bank statement lines, it could pick the vendor and it could pick the account code like 99% of the time, and Xero doesn't. I don't get it. Like, why are they not investing in this? And why is I don't know if does this work well in QuickBooks either? Like, does the automatic suggested transaction categorization work that
I mean,
well?
they made some changes. It's getting better. But I also went to the high level business feed the other day, and I tried to upload a bill to the high level AI part that's inside of QuickBooks, and then the bill just never showed up. So then today I had to go to the enter bill screen, upload a bill, so it would upload it, and then do the AI reading on it. So there's a disconnect on the global AI in QuickBooks and the specific one. But this ties back to DeepSeek, right? It's probably very expensive for Intuit and Xero, et cetera, to lease this compute power and
I
to
mean,
add
I
this
don't know.
stuff to their thing.
I don't buy that though, David, because like ChatGPT Mini 4.0 Mini is insanely cheap. We use it for like pennies
Yeah,
per
if we can
query.
afford it, it's true.
If we can afford it, then like Xero and Intuit can afford this stuff. And I mean, it's really as simple as just like you run a prompt, and you can. If any product people are listening, I'm happy to explain how to do this for you. Is you periodically you save like a copy of the GL, you send that over to like an AI agent that's dedicated to that company file. Okay, and so it has like the last, I don't know, X months, years, maybe the whole thing of GL data for that bank account, or maybe even the whole company. Just give it the whole GL, right? Maybe you can do that. And it has that in its knowledge. And then you just run a prompt for every single transaction that comes through on the bank feed as to like, okay, based on this data that we got through from the bank feed. What should the vendor be? And what should the chart of account be? Look at the GL to figure it out. These mini models can do this with insane accuracy. Like, this is solvable. I could go to Intuit or Xero and do this. Like, I don't understand why they haven't figured out how to do this.
It feels like the models right now for bank feed matching, just look at amounts first.
I think,
and then that's it. Because it's easy
I think
to
it's
match
just
amounts.
because,
And then that's why it'll suggest the wrong one. So like it'll suggest one that you haven't matched yet that's 4 weeks away. And like, well, obviously that's not it. It's this one. It says Starbucks. Like this is the one. But
you know why I think it is? I think it's that all the product people, like Boring Accountant here says in the chat, that they're not focused on solving these user experience issues, because this is not the sexy new feature that brings in a bunch of users that marketing and sales can use to sell the software. So they don't focus on it because they're not actually focused on, like, what are people doing every day that we can make easier in these products?